Well, while the Democrats have been speaking about themselves and as they hope to be president one day, Donald Trump has been getting it done on the world stage during his trip to Asia. The president signed a peace deal between Cambodia and Thailand. He signed trade deals with Cambodia, Thailand and Malaysia. He's met with Japan's newly elected prime minister. And here he is dancing alongside Malaysian performers as he was greeted on the first leg of his tour. I love it. Any excuse to play Donald Trump's dance moves, we will do it on this program. But Josh, isn't it refreshing to have a president who's high energy? I mean, we had years of Joe Biden who was falling up and down the stairs on the world stage, where Donald Trump is busting out his dance moves, and you can see people just love him there, and no signs of cognitive decline, unlike Joe Biden. But Donald Trump is expected to meet with China's President Xi Jinping later in the week. The two countries have agreed to a framework that means that it's likely that China will avoid 100% tariffs on Chinese imports. So he's certainly a deal maker. We are once again seeing the art of the deal playing out.
Well, Gabrielle, first of all, the most amazing thing about Donald Trump's energy, his vigor, is that he's almost 80 years old. I mean, he is not a spring chicken. But Donald Trump, I mean, based on the way that he talks, based on his impromptu press conferences, the press gaggles inside the Oval Office there, I mean, literally dancing halfway around the world in Malaysia, as the case may be. I mean, boy, he is just as much an international global icon now as he was 30, 40 years ago, back when he was kind of the fan favorite of the New York City tabloid scene. I mean, this is a guy with just an infinite shelf life because he has really he has an insatiable, I think, love of life. If there's really one thing that you can say about Donald Trump, he's a larger than life figure. The man just loves life, and I think that life, frankly, loves Donald Trump very much back. But you're right. The Xi Jinping meeting later this week, that is very much what I am watching. That is, I think, very much what many China hawks here in the United States are watching. It'd be very interesting to see the reception that he gets from Xi Jinping after this very warm welcome in Southeast Asia. They basically rolled out the red carpet for him in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, meeting with the Prime Minister of Japan, where he is very, very favorably viewed due to his longstanding China hawkishness. So will Xi Jinping get the message that America is now viewed quite favorably in most of the Indo-Pacific, other than the renegade rogue nation of China? I'm not sure if Xi Jinping will get the message, frankly. What I do know is that when Trump sits down with Xi, he ought to remember, and I think he will remember, that America fundamentally still has the leverage when it comes to the U.S.-China bilateral relationship. China is a rising power. They are not to be taken lightly. They have a very serious military. Certainly, it would be a catastrophic event if they were to invade Taiwan. But fundamentally, the United States is still the greater power when it comes to financial capital, social capital, human capital. And as long as Trump, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, and others sit down with that mentality in mind there, when they're face-to-face, mano-a-mano with Xi Jinping, then like you, Gabrielle, I have faith that the art of the deal will prevail and prevail positively for Americans.